my name is Molly Hartup from the Office of University Events, and I first wanted to thank you for volunteering to staff the YSU tent at the Canfield Fair this year. We are very pleased to have you, and I wanted to take this opportunity to tell you a little bit more about what you can expect when you come to the fair. First of all, YSU has a 20 by 40 tent again this year by the grandstand, which you may be familiar with, as we've been in many years past. We have a lovely display of YSU items showcasing kind of the best of YSU. That's really our purpose, is to showcase the best of YSU to a wide-ranging audience. We entertain and greet people of all different backgrounds, alumni, students, potential students, and they all have something different that they're seeking from engaging with us at the fair. So we are happy to engage with them in whatever way they would like to and give them a little taste of YSU and kind of share those things with them. So how do we do it? We bring volunteers from a wide variety of areas across campus to share your knowledge. You know YSU, you have a passion for it, so we are looking forward to having you join us and tell others about what makes YSU so special. We will have people from campus, alumni, Pete's Pride members will be joining us. Just a wide variety of things will be happening. So we'd like to give you a little bit more information about what you need to know before you come, and then also a little bit of a snapshot of what you will see happening at the tent throughout the fair. For starters, don't be afraid to strike up a conversation and have fun with it. That's why we are there, to engage with people and to have a good time while they're having a good time already at the fair. Don't worry if you don't have all the answers. We will do our best with all of our resources, combined resources there at the tent, to try to answer questions. So before you even arrive at our tent at the fairgrounds, you will receive a packet with everything you need to know in terms of logistics, getting to the tent, and what you need to bring. Basically, we invite you to wear your favorite YSU gear to the tent. It can be as simple as something red and white if you prefer, or it can represent your department, general YSU gear, student organizations, anything that you have an affinity for that you would like to showcase, because that's part of what the tent is all about. It's bringing together a wide variety of people from diverse backgrounds to share their knowledge and love and passion about YSU. So we invite you to personalize your attire in whatever appropriate YSU or red and white themed way you find best. In addition to wearing red and white, a couple other things you should know. Your packet for the fair will contain a couple key things. One is your admission ticket. As a volunteer, you do receive one admission ticket to get yourself into the fairgrounds on the day that you're volunteering. If you have signed up for a shift or more than one shift on a different day, you will of course receive the right number of tickets for the number of days that you'll be at the fair. If you have a permanent YSU name tag, such as this, we invite you to wear it to showcase your department or area at YSU, or a different name tag. We will also have a supply of the sticky name tags if you prefer to write one out at the tent. This year for our volunteers, we are providing a unifying item of sorts. This Y and Proud button will be given to each of you so that you can wear that during your time at the tent. So folks coming to visit will be able to more quickly identify who's volunteering or staffing the tent at any given time. So just a small item that also represents our Y and Proud marketing branding that you see a lot of these days. It has become somewhat of a theme of our tent this year, so we're excited about that as well. If you have a favorite water bottle, feel free to bring that too. We have been providing a water cooler of cold water for our volunteers for those hot days that inevitably seem to happen and fall during the fair. So the tent itself offers a wide variety of activities. We do try to engage folks, visitors to our tent as much as possible. One way that we are doing that is through our community engagement banner. We tried this last year and it went over very well. So this year we are once again going to offer the option of folks to sign a banner. Last year, you can see the Good Luck Penguins banner was very popular. We invited people to sign the banner, and it was going to be displayed in the football stadium during the season. This year, we're going a slightly different direction, tying into our Y and Proud campaign. You see the more or less clean slate banner in front of you that simply says, why I'm Y and Proud. We will be inviting people to sign their names and write just a short summary of what they're proud about when they think of YSU, whether it's related to their education, their experience. We certainly want to be inclusive of as many people as possible. So fans, even if you enjoy sporting events and maybe don't have a direct connection to YSU, Pete's Pride members, everyone is welcome to sign our community engagement banner, and we will later be displaying that on campus as well. We also, of course, offer a wide range of small giveaway items to welcome our community in. I have a couple examples, one of which is our new Y zipper pull, very popular item. We do some of the smaller items, the Pete tattoos, pencils, things of that nature. We will also offer a couple of raffle drawings. This year we are partnering with athletics and offering a drawing for anyone who brings their ticket stub from the home opener, which is also going on during the fair. So we can kind of work together and promote people to attend both events at the same time. We have tried for several years now to reduce the number of papers in our tent. We naturally want to connect people with information and let them know what's happening at YSU, whether they're a potential student, an alum, but it becomes a challenge with the wind and just the logistics at the fair. So we have created a new area, and that is the information table. It is being staffed by Honors College students who have a pretty good knowledge of a wide variety of YSU programs. You can see here a photo of last year's information table. There are some drawers in the back where we will have a small amount of printed material that represents the colleges and then some general admission information. And the students in this area will have a working knowledge of what we have on hand so that those who are truly interested in a certain area will be able to connect them with the right materials. So they will walk away with the information they need. And more importantly, we're putting information in the hands of those who truly need it. So that worked pretty well last year, and we're going to do that again this year. We also are doing the selfies with Pete. You see a photo frame of one of the ways we did that last year. We also created a new concept, which is the Y and Proud selfie that you see here. I think you can see all of that. We have a couple of different versions of this selfie stick of sorts, so people can take pictures of themselves pointing to themselves being Y and Proud or their group. The last new item, kind of along the lines of social media, our team has created a couple of Snapchat filters dedicated to the YSU tent at the fair. And then additionally on Friday, which is YSU Day, it will also span the area near the stage, near the grandstand, where we're having a pep rally on Friday, September 2nd at 5 o'clock. So a couple different filters going on through Snapchat. If you don't use it, don't worry about it. It's there. And I'm told that those who use the app and know how to use all of these things will find it. That's kind of the word from the marketing team. So just so you have a little bit of a working knowledge on that, those who want to use it will find it. So a quick look now at the special activities that we have going on each day at the fair. We have a lot going on, and we're really excited about kind of a jam-packed week at the Canfield Fairgrounds. I'll just quickly highlight what some of those things are so you have a rough idea of what you might expect to see on the day or days that you're volunteering. First of all, on Wednesday at the Canfield Fair, we're billing it as the Y and Proud kickoff. Kind of an insider's tip. You actually won't really see anything going on Wednesday that you won't see the rest of the fair. However, it's a little bit of a lighter attendance day, so historically we don't want to plan a special event that not a lot of folks will get a chance to enjoy. So we have the community engagement banner, the Y and Proud selfies. We have enough Y and Proud that I think we can confidently call it the Y and Proud kickoff, which again will continue. Youth Day activities, we have a youth career activity, which helps younger children have some idea what area they might want to pursue as they consider their college major careers through kind of a fun activity. We have the Penguin coloring pages, puzzles that were created or printed in our 3D printing lab. Just a lot of fun things for kids, but also somewhat educational. And some of that will continue throughout the fair while our supplies do last. Friday, we have health screenings brought to you by the Health and Human Services College. Saturday, the simulated archaeological dig will return. It's very popular among the younger children. Sunday, the STEM College will showcase just a wide variety of things from within the college, such as 3D printing. A demonstration will be taking place. And then lastly, Monday, Rookery Radio will be entertaining both volunteers and then, of course, fairgoers. We have a few things that are going on throughout the fair, of course. I mentioned some of them. Pete's Pride signups will take place. The raffle continues. And I did touch on it once, but very important, the YSU Day Pep Rally will be taking place on Friday, September 2nd at 5 o'clock. It's on the little stage by the big rock over sort of near the grandstands. The second year we've had the opportunity to do this. The Marching Pride is participating, the cheerleaders, Pete and Penny. It's a lot of fun. A lot of folks from the fair migrate over towards the stage and really enjoy seeing the pep rally. It's fun, entertaining. It's about a half hour long, so if you're not volunteering and you happen to be out at the fair, certainly we invite you to come over, and of course some of our volunteers will be able to check it out and certainly hear it from our tent as well. The last area that I wanted to mention was a little bit of a breakdown of what you might expect to be doing at our tent. We've tried to, over the last several years, create a little bit more meaningful duties for our volunteers and actually structure it a little bit. So there's a plan in place for who should be doing what. We do pre-assign that, but we are more than open to everyone kind of rotating through the different functions, trading assignments. We just start with kind of a baseline to make sure that all of the things are covered, all the essentials. So for one of my favorite functions that was new last year, the idea of greeting is not new, but I call it the greeter/counter. Greeting has been going on forever. That's really what we all should be doing, and friendly, of course, putting our best face forward. But I got one of these handy little clicker counters that you can click as, if I turn it the right way for you, as someone comes up to visit our tent. Basically, we have been counting visitors to the tent, whether they fully walk in or talk with us from in front of a table. If they engage with us in some way, we want to count them. We want to get some idea, excuse me. We would like to have some idea of just how many people are visiting us at the fairgrounds. Through this new clicker counter system, last year we were able to determine that we had approximately 9,000 people visit us throughout our 6 days at the fair. Granted, the engagement levels were very different. Some were quick, some were longer, various in terms of quality as well. But to have some clue how many people are coming to see us is very valuable. So I definitely would like to consider or continue that this year. So having someone assigned to this function, though it certainly will change because clicking this for 3 hours is not something that anyone probably wants to do. But as long as someone is always manning this clicker at all times, I think that's really important. And I so appreciate having that data afterwards to be able to analyze and report on. We will have 2 folks in the Pete's Pride area, which is also our alumni corner, engaging with alumni, letting people know about Pete's Pride, which is open to anyone who has an interest in volunteering and giving back to YSU, whether you're an alum or not. We have someone in the selfies area, which could be that frame that you saw earlier, the Wine Proud, if I got it right that time, selfie stick, just a variety of options there. We will have a couple of raffles, giving away football schedules as always, people love that, and then our small giveaway items. So we always want to have that area manned as well. People are generally very respectful who visit our tent at the fair, but there is always a chance that if we're not watching, certain individuals might take too many of the giveaways, so we'd like to spread them around as evenly as possible and as fairly as possible so that they do last throughout our time at the fair. Honor students will be staffing the information table, as I mentioned, and the activity volunteers will change based on the activity, such as the medical screenings, the STEM showcase. That will be outside kind of the general volunteer roster. So 6 people, 6 to 7 is roughly our goal for generally staffing the tent. And as of this taping, there is a chance that we will have the opportunity to sell some limited YSU merchandise. Student government is working with some new student organizations on a possible fundraiser through the bookstore. So I'm hopeful that that will work out and they will run that at the tent. But just so you know, that might be happening while you were there. Again, lastly, the main concern there is that all the functions are covered. We can all work amongst ourselves to make sure that happens, and mainly that my clicker counter is being clicked and recorded at the shift level. In the tent, you will find a volunteer supply area in the information table section. There will be a binder with all kinds of information about the fair, my contact information. Feel free to reach out to me if anyone needs anything. And in there will be an obvious place to record on paper the number of visitors to our tent per day, per shift. And that's what we did last year. So we will have a nice apples to apples comparison that we can execute after the fair. So I think that's the fair in a nutshell, I guess a really big nutshell, but I thank you for bearing with me if you've made it to this point. We've never tried this training video before, so I hope you did find some value in it. But if you do have feedback or suggestions on it, I'm very open to that and I appreciate that. So feel free to share any comments, questions, concerns. So I suppose the last thing would be just to remember to have fun, smile, and I hope to see you all at the fair.